Now, you're a very goal-oriented person. So you run your business like you run your life in your pursuit of perfection in the decathlon, because I mean that's really what you're doing. What are some of the analogies that you can draw from your pursuit of perfection in athletics and actually building a network marketing business?
Well, you know, look, and not everybody is going to be able to do this. I'm learning very quickly as I start to do more business and things like that, that, you know, you can only get people to do things that they want to do.
Yes.
So I can stand there and tell you this is what you need to do all day long, and if you don't want to do it, it's not going to happen. But you know, I try to set goals. So I know that if I want to be here in 5 years, I set my goal and say this is where I want to be, and I do the research. I call you, or I call Robbie, or I call somebody else, and I say, look, I want to be here. What does it need to look like in year 4? You know, what does it need to look like in year 3? What does it need to look like in year 2, in year 1, in 6 months, in 5 months, in 4 months, in 1 month, in 1 week. And we set those goals up. You can ask Robert. We do this all the time. We set those goals up and we say, okay, this week I've got to do this. Today I've got to do this. And what that does is if I say I want to make $10 million doing Yoli in the next 5 years, that's a little overwhelming. Just like if I said I want to win the Olympic gold medal, you know, in 2008, it's a little overwhelming, right? I mean, that thought almost seems unattainable. But if you count backwards and you set up little goals and you just take one at a time, before you know it, you're going to look up and you're going to be staring that, you know, $10 million bank account in the face, thinking, how in the world did I just make that happen? Like, that's the craziest thing. I would, in a million years, I would have never thought that I could have actually done this. And it's just by setting up little goals and taking them one step at a time. I had somebody ask me yesterday when I was at my talk the other day. They said, you know, how do you get out of bed every morning when it's, you know, when you're tired and you're sore, and I'm sure that it gets old, it gets dark out, and you know, and your kids have kept you up all night, and you're just, you know, you're not feeling good, and you just got back because you were at a thing at until 2 a.m. and all this stuff. And I said, look, I don't know how I get up in the morning. All I know is when my alarm goes off, I have to get to the shower. That's all I think about. I mean, literally, that's all I think about. I will crawl to the shower, and I've got just enough strength to get into the shower and sit in the shower for about 20 minutes, and then I go and get my coffee. You know,
with the stevia now.
With the stevia, and then I drink some Yoli. You know? So look, I take one thing at a time, because if I think about what I have to do in a whole day, first thing in the morning, I'm going to shoot myself. You know, I'm going to sit there and be like, there's no way I can get through the day. And so I take one step at a time. Shower, just get to the shower. Okay, coffee, just get to the coffee. You know, and once I do that, I take one step at a time. Before you know it, I get to the end of the day and I'm looking back on all the things that I've done, and I'm like, how in the world did I fit all that in today? You know, and so it's just having a plan, set up a plan, and just follow that plan. Just stay on it and follow it. And if you do that, I promise you, you will be successful. There's not a doubt in my mind. It's not rocket science. You know, there's no need to reinvent the wheel. Successful people set up a plan and they follow it. Simple. That's all it takes.
I see a lot of heads out there nodding.
When I look at what I'm doing, I see whatever I'm doing and the goals that I have for myself. Like I said, I want to retire by the time I'm 40. I'm guessing it's going to take anywhere in the range of, and don't get me wrong, I mean, this is just my, you know, off the top guess. I'm guessing, you know, if I can somehow get $10 million put away, that I won't have to work anymore. Right. I can go.
You think that would do it?
You know, and I know that that's a lofty goal.
Yeah.
I know that is a really lofty goal, but I've had even crazier dreams that have come true, so I'm like, hey, I'm going to put it out there.
Like winning the gold?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I'm going to put it out there, and I'm going to see what happens. But look, I mean, it's, I would never tell anybody that they couldn't do anything that I've done. You know, anything that I've done or that I'm trying to do, I think anybody else can do. And the reason why I say that is because, again, I'm not doing anything special. You know, I'm just getting a plan and putting it into place. I mean, it's not hard to sign up 3 or 4 people a week. It's not.
Right.
I mean, that's one person a day. You can't tell me out of all the people you know, you can't get
and all the people you come into contact with.
and all the people you come into contact with, that you can't sign up one person every 2 days.
Right.
I I mean, I just, if you tell me you can't, I'm going to tell you, then, you know, I don't know what to tell you, because you're not working hard enough.
Sure.
I mean,
you're keeping it a secret.
Yeah, and you're keeping it a secret. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, we've got people calling all the time, you know, saying, hey, you know, so-and-so told me about this. And I'm like, yeah, you know, it's great. We sit and talk to them on the phone and it works out. So, I mean, look, I think sky's the limit. I think you can do, like I said, anything you want to do. It's just a matter of how hard you want to work. That's it. And that's what it comes down to. I mean, I really think that when it comes down to timing and opportunity, it doesn't get any better than this. It just doesn't. I mean, you're at the right place at the right time with a good product, and that is the recipe for success.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. And so I would say jump in with 2 feet and get it done. I mean, just get it done. And you're going to, I'm telling you, in a month or two, you're going to be like, okay, you know, maybe this stuff does work. And then you're going to see it grow a little bit, and you're going to see it grow a little bit more, and you're going to be like, you know what, maybe I might quit this job that I've got going on here and put a little more time, because if I put 100% into this, you know, think what it could be then. And I think you're going to get really excited. I think you're really going to find out that this kind of thing can work. This is a great product. It's a great company. You've got unbelievable founders. I deal with companies all the time, big companies. And I have to say, this is one company, or probably one of the only companies that I'm a part of by choice. And, you know, I wanted to be a part of this company. It's not, like I said, I'm not getting paid, you know, or anything like that. This is a company that I wanted to be a part of. And as I met the founders, you, Robbie, and everybody else, Darren, it just solidifies that for me even more. You know, it's a company that has integrity, that cares about people, they care about the people that are coming up underneath them. They understand that it's you guys that make the company. Not these guys. You know, they understand that, and you want to be a part of a company that understands that and knows that and is there for you. I was telling my mom and those guys, I said, you know, I call Corey all the time. You know, I've got his number.
Text
I call him. I text him.
Yeah.
I mean, I call Robbie all the time, and it's not just for me. You know, my brother calls.
Yeah.
Robert calls. I mean, they are available and want to be available for you guys as a support for you guys to make sure that you guys can reap everything that they've been able to see and been blessed with. And so, you know, there's nothing better than having people that want to see you succeed just as much as you want to succeed. And you know, that's what I've got with my coaching staff, and that's what makes me so successful. And I can't help but think that that's what's going to make everybody here successful.
Awesome. Well, Bryan, thank you very much.
No problem.
We really, really appreciate it. You know, we don't have a lot of time. I know that you've overcome tremendous adversity and obstacles in your life getting to where you're at, and you know, you're somebody that walks the talk. And on behalf of Yoli and the whole Yoli Nation, our distributors, I want to thank you.